Is Bitcoin going to make me rich? Everyone wants to know this. Some say Bitcoin is the future, digital gold, the new money, the revolution. Others say it's a bubble, a scam, a hype machine waiting to collapse. One side calls it freedom, the other calls it fantasy. So who's right? And more importantly, what should you do? Today we're talking about truth that separates those who become wealth from those who stay stuck in financial illusions. Let's begin. Section 1. What Bitcoin really is. To understand whether Bitcoin can make you rich, you first have to understand what it is. Bitcoin is not a company. It has no CEO, no office, no headquarters. Bitcoin is a decentralized digital currency. Money without a king, without a gatekeeper, without permission. It runs on something called the blockchain, a public ledger stored on thousands of computers across the world. No government controls it, no bank issues it, no corporation owns it, and that is the point. Most people don't realize this. Bitcoin isn't trying to replace money, it's trying to free it. Nobel Prize-winning economist Milton Friedman in 1999, long before Bitcoin existed, predicted, the internet will be one of the major forces reducing the role of government. The only thing missing but soon to be developed is reliable e-cash. He could see where the world was headed because money that requires permission is power, and power, throughout history, has always been taken, rarely given. Bitcoin changes that equation. Section 2. Why Bitcoin made some people rich. Yes, it's true, Bitcoin made some people extremely wealthy, but not because they were lucky, not because they were geniuses, not because they were prophets. They were simply early. They saw what others didn't. They believed when others laughed. They held when others panicked. It wasn't the price that made them rich, it was their conviction. As Jeff Bezos once said, the stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. Bitcoin works the same way. Those who bought Bitcoin at $1, $100, $1,000 and held understood one thing. Wealth isn't built in moments, it's built in years. Bitcoin didn't make them wealthy, their mindset did. Section 3. But can Bitcoin still make you rich? The answer is yes, but not the kind of yes people hope for. Bitcoin can make you rich if you treat it like a long-term store of value, not a shortcut. Not like a lottery ticket, not get rich quick. This is where most people fail. They want the reward without the patience, the money without the maturity, the gain without the discipline. They buy when Bitcoin is trending and panic when it falls. They let emotion make decisions instead of understanding. They want fast wealth, so they end up losing slow. Warren Buffett has a quote that applies perfectly here. If you cannot control your emotions, you cannot control your money. Bitcoin doesn't test your intelligence, it tests your emotional discipline. Section 4. The volatility problem. Bitcoin rises fast and falls even faster. It can go up 20% in a day and down 30% the next. Not because it's broken, but because it is uncontrolled. It lives in a world where belief drives price, where psychology moves markets, where fear and greed are always fighting. If you are the kind of person who panics easily, Bitcoin will break you. If you are the kind of person who thinks long-term, Bitcoin will reward you. The market is not designed to make you rich, it is designed to test your conviction. Section 5. The Buffett Disagreement. Warren Buffett famously dislikes Bitcoin. He once said, Bitcoin has no intrinsic value, and he's right in his world. Buffett invests in companies that produce cash flow, factories, railroads, insurance, banks, things with earnings, revenue, assets, fundamentals. Bitcoin does not produce anything, is not a business, it does not generate dividends. So why do people treat it like an investment? Because Bitcoin is not trying to be a business. Bitcoin is trying to be a store of value, like gold. Gold also doesn't produce anything, yet the world stores trillions of dollars in it. Bitcoin is digital gold, scarce, secure, global, borderless, different asset, different purpose, different mindset. Section 6. So will Bitcoin make you rich? It depends on you. Bitcoin will make you rich if you learn about it, understand it, believe in it, and hold it long-term. Bitcoin will not make you rich if you chase it hoping it will rescue you from financial pain. Wealth doesn't come from the investment, it comes from the identity you develop while holding it. Patience, discipline, emotional intelligence, understanding value, thinking long-term. These are the traits that build wealth in Bitcoin, real estate, business, and everything. As Naval Ravikant said, the most important skill for getting rich is becoming calm. Calm people hold through storms, panicked people sell at the bottom. The market isn't rewarding Bitcoin holders, it's rewarding self-mastery. Section 7. The real lesson. The question was never, will Bitcoin make you rich? The real question is, can you become the kind of person who deserves wealth? Someone who can stay grounded when others panic, someone who can think long-term, Someone who makes decisions based on research, not emotion. Because wealthy people became wealthy because they had the mindset required to hold Bitcoin. This is Motivata. We build wealth the way Warren Buffett, Naval Ravikant, Charlie Munger, and every long-term titan understands it. By learning how to think differently. If you're ready to start building real wealth, subscribe and leave comments. More real talk coming in the next topic.